Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the DEVORAH, and he's speaking about the concept of never forgetting what it is that a person has done wrong, and yet when he sees the process of tshuva taking place, HaKadosh Baruch Hu can exempt a person from their mistakes. Asir HaKadosh Baruch Hu lahamid samil v'harishayim oisei maisav upuloisav v'yasev v'madin. In the future, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to bring back the Satan who caused so many people to sin, and all of the Rishayim, those that were wicked, that actually followed his actions and his deeds, and he will, v'yaseh b'madin, he's going to bring judgment upon them. V'hainu, that's what it means in this pasuk, v'tashlich v'mitzulos yam, Hashem cast all their sins into the depths of the sea, kol chatoisam, all the sins of Hashem is going to cast into the sea. So what does that mean? Mashlich koyach hadin, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to send his judgment. Li'ipayal ayidei elo she'mitzulois yam. He's going to send out his judgments to be carried out by all of those that are likened to the depths of the sea. And who is that? That's v'harashoyim kiyam nigrosh. It's the wicked are like stormy seas. They cannot be quieted. Its waters are cast upon mud and mire. That means that the wicked people of this world, their deeds are so wrong and so bad and so immense. They are just like these mud and mire that you find in the seas. Elohim ha'osim din b'Yisrael. These are referring to the people that inflicted judgments upon Klal Yisrael. At the end of the day, once that Klal Yisrael has been punished, once that, as he's going to speak in a moment, then all the punishments, the judgments will come back on the head of those who wronged us in this world. The reason is, once that Klal Yisrael has accepted their punishments upon them, HaKadosh Baruch Hu misnachem, Hashem has mercy and has mercy on the Jewish people. Afilu al mashekadem, even the things that we did previously, which means even though we sinned in the past, but now we did tshuva, now we made amends. HaKadosh Baruch Hu then is misnachem. Hashem reconsiders what he did previously, v'teveh el bainam, and Hashem is going to demand retribution for the shame that was caused to Klal Yisrael. When the Rishoyim rise up against us and they destroy us and they hurt us and they make our lives miserable, it's a shame of Klal Yisrael. It's the bisyonos, it's the embarrassment that we have to go through. And now that we have done tshuva and we return to Hashem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is miznachem, he reconsiders what he did before and he's going to take out his wrath on those that caused us pain. V'loi dai, says the time of DEVORAH, and furthermore, Ela ani katzafti ma'at ve'ema azu l'ra. I was a little bit wrathful, says HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I was upset with Klal Yisrael. I wanted to mete out judgment on them. However, the Rishayim hema azu l'ra, they came with much more evil, and they did. The mashal we can understand in the following way: it was obviously decreed in Shemayim that there was a terrible midas hadin that was looming over Klal Yisrael in the times of World War II, and that the Jewish people had disavowed HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so much so there was so much sinful behavior that was taking place. I believe if you look at the statistics during that time, pre-Holocaust, the majority of all of Klal Yisrael was assimilated. There was high levels of intermarriage. We had completely gone into the secular culture and society of Berlin and the neighboring countries around us. There was only a small amount of Jews that were actually still beholden to the faith and the heritage of Torah and of Yiddishkeit, that were learning in yeshivas and living lives that were replete with great yiras shamayim. So there clearly was a decree that was looming over the Jewish people at that time. And what it would look like, we're not quite sure. But there was a man, Yamach Shemai, named Hitler. He was a Rasha, Merusha, Arma'id. He was the wicked of the most wicked. And he took it upon himself to be the vehicle that would bring about punishment to Klal Yisrael. Did he do what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted? So HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted there obviously to be some kind of a punishment, but he went above and beyond the call of duty, investing himself into the mass destruction of Klal Yisrael, coming up with his insidious and evil mastermind plans of concentration camps and the gas chambers, Rachamana Litzlan Lo Aleinu, and the hideous violence that he used against the Jewish people. It says the Taimur DEVORAH, these Rishoyim should know that even though that on one hand they're acting in B'Shem Hashem, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu clearly decreed that there should be punishments against our nation for our lack of connection to Hashem, nevertheless, to the extent that the Rishoyim do it, once that Klal Yisrael engages in the process of tshuva, once that we begin to wake up and apologize to Hashem for our mistakes, once that the cleansing takes place because of all of these punishments and the suffering and the pain that we have to go through, then Hashem says, you should know I'm coming back for the Rishoyim. Those that acted out of line, those that went beyond the call of duty to destroy Klal Yisrael, says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I will come back to them and I will take out retribution on them as well, and I will punish them for that which they did to my children, to my nation, to Klal Yisrael. Have a wonderful day.